When she returned, the blood had drained from his body, so she briefly buried him in the backyard before digging him back up and dismembering his body. Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing well. My name is Gabby and today we're going to be talking about the case of Loretta and Daniel Burroughs. Loretta and Daniel Burroughs had been high school sweethearts, and although they ended up marrying other people and fell out of touch over the years, decades later they found each other again online and rekindled their long ago romance before getting married. It seemed like it should have been a happily ever after. Then, in 2007, 66-year-old Daniel went missing. Loretta claimed that he'd run off to Florida with another woman, but from the very beginning the story didn't add up. Daniel's boat, his brand new truck, and his expensive tool collection had all been left behind. He hadn't even taken any clothes or even a toothbrush. Additionally, he hadn't contacted any friends or family members, none of whom believed Loretta's story. Daniel was last seen by someone other than Loretta on the 14th of August 2007. He was reported missing by his half-brother Raymond in September. Not only had Loretta failed to do so herself, she hadn't even told anyone in the family about Daniel's absence until several days after he supposedly ran off. As Raymond wrote on the Find Danny Burroughs Facebook page that was set up in 2010, out of nowhere his now ex-wife told everybody he ran off with another woman. He left without any of his belongings, nothing. I say BS to her story and many, many lies. She never even called to tell me my brother Dan supposedly up and left. I found out several days later when I called my brother's home to see how he was feeling. Loretta divorced Daniel in absentia about a year and a half after his disappearance. However, she seemed to be moving on long before then, and according to Daniel's friends and relatives, she only waited a week or so before starting to sell his belongings, saying, "Not to worry as he's not coming back." Needless to say, this threw more fuel onto the fire of suspicion. Daniel's friends and family kept trying to get the police to look past Loretta's story about Florida and another woman, but without a body they had no probable cause to question Loretta or search her house, and there was no other leads or evidence of foul play. Shortly after divorcing Daniel, Loretta sold their home in Hamilton Township, New Jersey, and moved to the neighbouring city of Ventnor, after which Daniel's family didn't see or hear from her again. Nothing much happened until 2013 when Daniel's case was reopened by the county's newly established cold case unit in response to the insistent urging of his family. Investigators looked into Loretta's background, discovering that she had 2 prior convictions, one for embezzlement in Delaware County, Pennsylvania, the other for theft in New Jersey. It would be another crime, one unrelated to Daniel's disappearance, that would finally end the mystery of what happened to him. In May 2013, the police went to Loretta's house, which she was in the process of selling, in order to move to Villas, Cape May County, New Jersey, with a warrant to search it for documents connecting to an embezzlement case. While searching the property, they noticed a foul smell coming from the wardrobe that was in the spare bedroom, one which the police recognised as a distinctive odour of decomposing flesh. Investigating the source of the smell, they discovered a plastic container inside which they found Daniel's head in a handbag wrapped in duct tape and plastic bags. The rest of him, which had been dismembered, was wrapped in bags in another plastic container. Scented dryer sheets and air freshener beads had been put in with the body in an unsuccessful attempt to mask the smell. Loretta was promptly arrested and charged with murder. Loretta pled not guilty, and her trial began in March of 2015. Over 7.5 years after her husband had last been seen alive. Over the course of the trial, the details of what she had done were revealed. She had killed Daniel because he had wanted to move from New Jersey to Florida in order to be closer to his children who were living down there, and she didn't want to. She had stabbed him, then pushed his dying body into the bathtub and left him there while she spent the next 4 days on holiday with her daughter from a previous marriage. When she returned, the blood had drained from his body, so she briefly buried him in the backyard before digging him back up and dismembering his body, putting his head in a handbag and his legs and torso in another container. When she'd moved to Ventnor, she had taken Daniel's body with her, and was about to do so again when it was discovered by the police. Loretta Doyle Burroughs was found guilty of the murder of Daniel Burroughs and sentenced to 55 years in prison. She is incarcerated at the Edna Mohan Correctional Facility for Women in Clinton, New Jersey. She must serve 85% of her sentence, which works out to 46 years and 9 months before she is eligible for parole, by which time she'll be 110 years old. It is almost certain that she will die in prison. At Loretta's sentencing, Assistant Atlantic County Prosecutor Kathleen Bond described her actions as unimaginable, the stuff of nightmares and horror movies. Daniel's loved ones likely more than agree with that assessment, but at least the family have closure and can hopefully take some comfort in the knowledge that justice has been done and that Daniel's killer will spend the rest of her life in prison. It's a shame it took police such a long time to take Daniel's family seriously, but finally justice has been served and Loretta will never set foot outside of prison alive ever again. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, but until we meet again, please be safe, be well, and I'll see you next time.